since I was in high school.
Welcome to the YourTown television program. My name is Joy Anderson, and I'm the Member Relations Manager with the Monterey Peninsula Chamber of Commerce. And my guest is Tony Buck with Fit Body Boot Camp Monterey.
How are
Welcome,
you?
Tony.
How are you?
I'm great. Thanks
Good.
for joining me this morning.
Yeah, it's a pleasure joining you. It's great.
Fit Body Boot Camp. I just love that. I was just off camera telling Tony that, I think this is such a cool thing. I don't know if I would do it. First of all, I think it's like really early in the morning. But anyway, okay. How long have you had this business now in Monterey?
We've been open since October 9th of 2016. It's myself, my fiance, and my mother-in-law, or future mother-in-law at that. We are all business owners. So we actually bought into the franchise July 17th of 2016, and we opened our doors in October of last year.
This is fantastic. Okay,
yes.
So tell me how this works, because it's a little bit different. It's not
Yes.
like going to the gym or anything like
Yes.
that. So, and tell me how that fits into people who do go to the gym and how that all meshes out. So
Absolutely. So
Okay.
it's 30-minute workouts. So it fits the busy business professional, stay-at-home mom or working mom, and how the classes work. They're 30 minutes. You come in, everything is laid out for you. So you don't have to come into the studio and figure out what you're going to work out on. We do all that work for you.
Okay.
So you come in, there's either 1 to 2 personal trainers that are working with you during the course of that 30-minute class. They're walking you through the various exercises, making sure that your form is correct, making sure that the energy of the room is actually helping you get through the workout, because we do blast music and we hoot and holler and keep you motivated. So that's how that works for the workouts. We also do nutritional counseling. So we do provide that for all of our clients, whether they're working out with us for a short term or long term. We do sit down with them and do the nutritional assessments with them, weights, measurements, pictures, everything
Whoa.
to keep them accountable.
Yeah.
I think this day and age, a lot of people want results, but they don't know how to get those results. So we help them with a shorter workout, which is a little bit more intense than just going to the gym and being on a treadmill or kind of walking in there and not having a clue. So
Yeah.
you just look at the picture on the machine and say, oh, I'll give it a shot. And you don't know if you're doing it right or
Yeah,
wrong.
this looks good.
Yes. So we help that particular client come in and really shape their fitness knowledge, shape their fitness ability, and help them progress and get stronger, more cardiovascular endurance, and also feel confident about themselves from a fitness perspective.
I like the fact that you have that energy in the room.
Yes.
And I bet that 30 minutes just flashes by, because
Yes.
I know a long time ago, I know that when I've gone to the gym and I've gotten, on a piece of equipment and I'm doing my little thing and I'm just like, okay, what time is it? How long have I been on here? How many steps have I taken? It just seems to be
Yes.
drawn out for
Yes.
some reason. And
Yes.
because I'm just kind of by myself.
Yes.
And, I don't get that energy to keep me motivated.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, we bring the energy to a different level. It's not just about coming in there and, when people think of the word boot camp, it kind of has that harsh name to it, but we change that perspective of boot camp. We make it more about the individual, even though you're in a group setting.
Okay.
We still make you feel like, hey, I'm getting that one-on-one attention that I'm not getting at the gym. Wow, there's 15 other people in the room, and these guys are still paying attention to me and going to the next person. So when we're blasting the music, you could still hear us talking to you. That's why we've gone to the lengths of having more coaches in the room. So this way you're still getting that personalized attention. So even as we grow, we still bring in more bodies. So this way you never feel like you're lost. You never feel like you're forgotten about. You never feel like you didn't get a good workout. There's a little thing that I say with my coaches. It's called FaceTime. So the last 10 minutes of class, we are in your face, but positively getting you through the workout, because we know that that's the part where a lot of people tend to get tired, or they let their mind wander off, and we're just there motivating them, just saying, good job, keep going, motivational quotes all the time, or just making them laugh. A lot of times people have very rough days coming into a facility, and
Just relieve that stress.
yeah, cracking a joke, it's one of the things that I've been teaching my coaching staff is how to be a comedian on the floor.
Well, yeah.
It's one of the most, it's the easiest thing to do. But if you can get someone to smile, it actually makes them feel better. And then once they leave out of there, they feel better about how hard they worked. And 9 times out of 10, people forget, like, wow, I just all these exercises that I've never done before. But because I was laughing and having a good time, it wasn't a challenge. So that's what we do.
Well, fitness isn't just physical, it's mental
Yes.
too.
Yes.
You know, you have to be mentally, fit to,
Yes.
to take on challenges every day and do your whatever you do
Absolutely.
every day.
Absolutely. It's one of the best forms of stress management that you can find, and you find that when you're in those stressful situations, you're able to handle them a lot better because of the fact that you put your body through so much stress in a workout, and it just becomes like a normal routine for you, especially in our environment.
Absolutely. So let me ask you. So if somebody comes in and they're really green and they haven't really done much of any type of exercise,
Yes.
I mean, are they going to feel comfortable coming in?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We fit every demographic as far as fitness level.
Okay.
We actually call it the graduation process in our business. So, or in our building, when you walk in, we don't even care that you want to be a member. We have people that go, I want to be a member right now. We're like, there's a graduation process. You have to go through this process because we need to assess you to make sure the workouts are a right fit for you, number one, but also number two, to make sure physically we know where you're at.
Right.
Case in point, the other day we were training a lady and she did not inform us that she had 7 shoulder surgeries, 4 knee surgeries, and a back surgery. And
Oh,
we're,
wow.
starting the workout. So immediately what I did was I stopped her from what we were doing and said, okay, we're going to make adjustments because we need to make adjustments right now because the rest of the workout, we're going to have to modify it for you. And as it gets more intense, I don't want you to hurt yourself or feel like you have to stop completely. So by doing that, we're able to cater to all demographics. So the average age of our room right now is about 45 years of age. So we have an older demographic, we have a younger demographic, but no matter what your fitness level is, you will always feel comfortable in our facility.
Well, that's good to know too, because I know, a lot of times when you look at just boot camp,
Yes.
and everybody thinks,
Yes.
oh my God, it's just such an intense workout, and everybody there is probably physically fit and,
Yes.
and ready to go, and I'm just walking in there going, I just need a little bit of,
Yes.
help with some workout. And,
Yes.
Yeah. So
And
we don't want people to be shy and not at least go in and try it out
Yes.
and talk to you.
You're a part of our family, from day one, and that's how we look at it. When someone new comes in, we introduce them to the whole group. And, hey, welcome, this is Joy's first class. And you hear the whole group going, hey, welcome, Joy. And immediately you see our clients who have been with us for a while take that person underneath their wing and say, okay, I'm going to work with Joy today. And I'm going to, if you're over there, at least I can still show her, what's going on.
Yeah, that's so cool. That's great.
Having that type of a community helps build us up as a ownership, as a business. And just, again, we're a family. We don't call it a fit body business. We call it a fit body family.
That's, fantastic.
Thank you.
So, I mean, now this doesn't take the place if somebody still works out at a gym, right?
No.
It's kind of,
Yes.
they work hand in hand.
Yes, we have clients that do still work out at a gym regularly. I still work out at a gym regularly myself. But it's that supplementation, again, for people who don't want to do cardio and they want to go to someplace where they can get a cardiovascular workout, they come to us.
Okay.
Someone who does cardio, because we do have a lot of marathon runners, we do have a lot of 5K runners, so they come in because they don't have the strength to build for the run. So they're
strengthening.
Yes, so they're used to running. They could do all the running in the world, but as far as the muscular strength, they don't have it. So they come to us and we formalize a plan to help them get stronger so they become more efficient with their races.
Oh, yeah, okay. I got it now.
Yes.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes
Yes.
sense.
So-
So, I mean, so you have classes, how often and what kind of hours?
We have classes, 11 to 12 classes per day. So our classes start as early as 5 a.m. They go all the way through until 7:15 at night. That is our last class. Classes are at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10 a.m.
Oh, wow, okay.
12:15 for the lunch people, and then we start back up at 4:15, 5 p.m., 5:45, 6:30, and
Okay.
7:15 at night.
And how many days a week?
5 days a week for that particular schedule. Then we
Mm-hmm.
have classes on the weekend that are at 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m., and 10 a.m.
Okay.
Yeah, so lots.
Yeah, so
lots.
lots of times to choose from.
Yes.
And there's not a special time at a certain level, so it's
No.
just straight across.
Straight
anytime.
across,
Okay.
you can come in. What we found is that for our newer clients, we usually, depending on their schedule, we have them come in to the 8, 9, or 10 a.m. classes because they're smaller.
Smaller, yeah.
And with those classes, we do work more on the basics and really focus on the basics. I have a really good coach who has so many different certifications, and he usually teaches that class, and he's very hands-on with that particular group to the point where they come to him all the time. Every time they see him on the schedule, it's like, I'm going to him because he's going to correct things. But all of our coaches in a spectrum, they all can do those things. It's just like at that class time, because there's only 8 to 12 people,
Okay,
now
so,
you're
yeah,
really
really
getting that hands-on.
personalized.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, and our clients love that because they have that baseline class, and then they know they can come later that night if they want to go with the hardcore group, or if they want to come early in the morning and come with the busy working professionals who are just driven. They can bounce around, and that's what we bring to the table, and they love it.
That's good information, especially for people that are viewing, because you know, that's the mystique. It's like, oh, I don't know, you know, people need that little boost, you know, to, like I said, to at least get in there and test it out and see if that works for you. I mean,
and that's what we do. You know, when someone calls and they're inquiring about our program, we always tell them, look, just come in, try it out for free. We're not here to suck you in and to say, hey, you got to do all this extra stuff. It's to get you to open up your mind to something different. And a lot of people, when they come in, they go, wow, it wasn't expecting that. We go, we know, because we set it up a certain way. So anyone, doesn't matter who you are, how fit you are, how unfit you are, what injuries you have, you walk to our door, it's like, okay, I can go faster if I want to. I can go slower, and no one's yelling at me. What? Okay. So it just brings that comfort level right to where
go at your pace and do what you need to do. Absolutely. I love that. So what made you pick this franchise? What's your background?
My background has been in fitness. I've been in fitness for 8 years. I started out in a small gym in New Jersey. That's originally where I'm from. And 2016, at the beginning of 2016, I actually was a coach for the franchise over in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
And got exposed to it, and I just loved it. It was different for me as a personal trainer, going from training one-on-one clients to now being in a group setting, and it's like, oh, this is interesting. And just fell in love with the whole concept of being around people who want to be inspired, want to be motivated. And it was April 2016. My fiance and I, we actually were doing a long distance relationship for 3 years. So we were flying back and forth. She's originally from Monterey. And she came out for a class. And it was actually the day I was taking her to the airport. And I said, hey, you're going to come take this class with me. And she took the class, and she immediately fell in love. She goes, we don't have anything like this in Monterey. She goes, maybe one day we can open one. And literally that day.
Maybe one day, like 2 weeks from now.
It was from that day, I think it was April 29th of last year, I made my phone call to the franchise. And they only allow 2% of anyone who calls in, who show interest in Fit Body Boot Camp, get accepted. So they have, right now, I think there's over 2,600 people who are interested. So we were one of those in that pool. And next thing you know, we opened up.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
And things have been going great.
Yes, we have, currently we have over 300 clients that we train a month. That's just long-term clients. That's not including people who come through our doors
come and go.
And just try us out. So when we started out with probably 50 people, and that was back in October, and now we're at 300, constantly coming in and training throughout the course of a month. And it's really exploded due to our 6-week weight loss challenges that we do. And that has really helped people bring their motivation level back into fitness. Whereas when they came in the door, they were fitness was not a top priority. You know, they just wanted something to get them that jump start.
Right.
Now we've given them that jump start, and then now they're excelling into other avenues of fitness. So it's been wonderful.
I think it's great. I mean, I've heard so many great things. I know I have friends that go and work out, and they talk about it all the time. It's just I'm just really excited because I know when I first met you, it was kind of like, oh, okay, here's this empty building,
Yes.
and you know, this
Yes.
is what it's going to look like.
Yes.
And I mean, I had no idea of the concept, and you know, and now when I see things and I see, you know, how it was all built out, it's really an amazing little
Yes.
facility.
Yes. We keep it small and intimate. It's not something big and glamorous. You know, there's no, it's not grungy like a CrossFit location, but yet it is enough when you walk in, you're like, wow, I wasn't expecting all of this. And when you start working out in our environment, it's just, people love it.
It works.
Yes.
It really works.
Yes. And we make such an impact with the community. It works.
So are
even
you
more.
happy to be living here on the Monterey Peninsula?
I love it. Absolutely. It's, you know, the one thing, I get that question a lot, you know, what made you move to Monterey? And I'm like, well, my fiance, but more or less it literally, where I grew up in New Jersey, it's exactly the same. Huge melting pot of just different personalities and ethnicities and lots of things to do. I actually grew up in central New Jersey. I was 90 miles away from New York City and 60 miles away from Philadelphia. So I can always bounce around, but coming to the peninsula, it was like, I have that same feeling, but there's no snow.
Hey,
There's no snow.
no shoveling.
Yes, so this past
shoveling
winter,
the driveway. Yeah, you were probably smiling the whole
I was
winter.
so happy. I was so happy. I was texting my friends back home, and I'm like, you know, I'm watching the weather reports, and I'm just kind of like, well, don't have to shovel this year, guys.
Shoveling. Guess what? I'm barbecuing in my driveway.
Yes, yes, and they were not happy with my text messages and pictures.
But that's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good.
I love it here.
I mean, I'm so thrilled. I'm glad that we have something like this here.
Yes.
As an offering to, you know, to our community, and I know you are just, you know, getting the business going, and it's going really well.
Yes.
And I know that eventually you're going to spend more time in the community. And
oh yeah.
Yeah.
We already have actually. We've been actually donating to the homeless the last couple of months, you know, making bags for them and going around passing them out. We've done walks with the American Heart Association. We're actually doing the Relay for Life walk this weekend. So we already have a big team together, and we're doing push-ups for colon cancer, all of the coaches. So all of our clients are donating certain amounts of money, and we're going to do push-ups.
That is super. I mean, it's so great to have you engaged in the community and your business. I just really like you guys. You guys are so much fun, you know. So
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming by.
No problem.
Maybe we'll see you. Maybe
Yes.
I'll see you. We'll all see you.
Absolutely.
But you know, me, I don't know. We'll figure it out. There might be a fit in there for me.
Well,
Yeah.
real quick, we're actually starting a Fit Body Forever program, so it's catered to the 60 and over.
There
so
you
look
go.
out for that.
Okay, all right. Sign me up. I'll be there. Thanks, Tony, so much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Best of luck to you.
Thank you.